Good morning, everyone. It's time for the jar. Finish your breakfast and grab your favorite stuffy, or 2, or 5. You have 30 seconds before we begin. Hello everyone, welcome back to the jar. I'm Miss Jessica and I've brought my favorite stuffy Sheldon with me today.
And I'm Jeremy, and this is Baby Groot. If you haven't met him, he's on my shoulder. This is Wicket. This is my friend Gandalf the Grey, and of course, Radagast.
Wow, nice to meet you, Stuffies. Jeremy and I are so glad you're here today as we continue to take a closer look at faith.
Remember, faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. By the way, you can't see me.
Maybe it seems strange to trust in something that you can't see, but actually we do it all the time. Let me show you. No, wait, Jeremy will show you. Jeremy, would you mind standing up real quick? And friends at home, you stand up too. Okay, on the count of 3, I want all of you to jump really high. Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump. Nice job. All right, you can all have a seat.
Yes! My faith has increased 1,000-fold! No, I think that might just be my stomach rumbling. I didn't have breakfast. Well, Jess, I don't get it at all. What was that for?
Well, good question. When you jumped, did you keep going and float up into the air and out into space?
No.
Do you think anyone at home is floating in the air right now?
Gosh, I hope not. There would be kids flying all over the place. Parents would be frantic.
Right. The answer is no. Everybody came back down safe and sound because of
faith! Wait, no. Gravity!
Yes, gravity. We can't see gravity, but we sure would notice if people started randomly floating into the air. Having faith in God is kind of like that too. Maybe we can't see God with our eyes, but when we focus on the things that He's done in our lives and in the lives of other people, well, that can help us put our faith and trust in Him.
Well, I guess that's why our Bible verse this month talks about being sure of things we don't see. That makes sense. We don't see it, but that doesn't mean we can't know it's real, like gravity.
Exactly, Jeremy. Speaking of which, let's review our Bible verse this month right now.
Faith is being sure of what we hope for. It is being sure of what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1. I've got another example of faith in action.
I'm all ears.
Well, some of you had faith that if you submitted your challenges and memorized your Bible verse, we would keep our word and put your name in the jar. You didn't know that for sure, but you trusted us to do what we promised, and your faith is about to be rewarded.
That's a great example, Jeremy, and a great reminder to give a shout out to our awesome kids who did the challenges this week. Great job and well done. Avery, good job reciting the verse this week. Your name is going into the jar right now. And we have a few more names right here. Let's see, this was making the handprint art and doing the Brave challenge. Those names are going in here. There we go.
Hey, Jess.
Yes, Jeremy.
It's the last Sunday of the month.
It is the last Sunday of the month.
All of the names are in the jar.
You're right. There's lots of names in the jar. Looks good. Proud of them.
So we should draw the kids' names from the jar. Come on, it's at the end of the month. We need a winner.
I know. We should. Would you like to do the honors?
Why, yes.
Good.
I very much would like to do that. Yes, please.
Okay, let's go. I will give you a drum roll. Let's shake these up. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready? Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Who is it?
The winner is Ethan E.
Ethan Erickson. Oh my gosh, way to go, Ethan.
Woo!
Oh,
You won.
awesome. Hey, we're gonna deliver your prize on Monday, which is tomorrow, and we will have another drawing on the last Sunday of July. So, Jeremy, I have a great game about focusing for us to play today. It's called Lost in the Details. How are you with details, Jeremy?
It's safe to say my skills are average at best. I'm a big picture kind of guy. Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm sure you'll do great. Friends at home, you can play too. I will put a picture up on the screen for 10 seconds, and you will need to study it closely to make sure that you know all of the details in the image. I mean, every little detail. Then I will show you a slightly different version of that same picture. You'll have another 10 seconds to find the tiny little detail that's different from the version that was on the screen before. Are you ready? Okay. Let's take a look at picture number 1. Here you go, Jeremy. You have 10 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna switch it, and I'm gonna give you another look at that picture. And remember, there's a tiny little detail that's different. You're gonna get 10 seconds to find that tiny little detail. Are you marks? Ready, set, 10 seconds, go.
Okay.
Don't say it.
I think I know it.
3, 2, 1. Okay, Jeremy, what's your guess?
I think that something about the tail is different. They're like going different directions or something.
Oh my gosh, good job.
Yes!
Wow, all right.
Yes.
You got 1 point for you. Okay, ready
Not
for
a
picture
failure.
number 2?
Yes.
10 seconds. Here you go, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna show you the other picture. Remember, there's a tiny little difference. 10 seconds to study it.
Oh no.
3, 2, 1. Okay, what's your guess? There's a tiny
my
little difference.
goodness. I do not see much of anything, so I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's something about the eyes. Maybe the other eyes didn't have these little eyelid things above them.
Okay, well, I'm gonna show you the first picture. And actually, do you see his little nose?
Uh-huh. Ow!
His
He has
nose, yep.
nostrils on one
I
of them.
told you, it's a tiny, tiny little detail. Okay,
for two.
You're 1 for 2. Here's number 3. You have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, this one's hard. Here you go. Here's a second picture, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. You have a guess?
Yeah, I think that he had like a freckle or a dimple or something above his smile on the other one.
Oh, you know what? He might have had a little freckle, but look right underneath his antenna. There's 2 extra little legs right there. Do you see that?
Oh,
Yeah. That's a little detail that this game was looking for. Okay, you're 1 for 3. All right.
0.5 for that one.
Okay, fine. You're right. You get half a point. All right. Here's number 4. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Hand it over. Here's the next slide. This one is tough too. You have 10 seconds.
Okay.
Three, 2, 1. What's your guess?
I think the little line under his eye wasn't there in the other one.
Oh, Yeah, he had a line under his eye. But take a look at his spines on his back.
It looks like he has more of them.
He has more of them.
Oh, man.
I know. Okay, what are you, 1.5 out of 4?
Yes, 1.5 out of 4.
Last one. All right, friends, I know you can do this one. Ready? Here's the last picture.
All right.
Study it really hard, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And here you go. Good luck. 10 seconds.
Good grief. All right. All right.
Three, 2, 1. What's your guess?
I am pretty sure that on the other picture he had more stripes. There were more stripes.
He did. You are right.
Yes!
You did it. You got another one. Good job. Great job. Hey, thanks for playing my game on details.
I'll bet some of them did better than me.
I bet some of our friends out there are very good at finding tiny little details. So thanks for playing my game, friends. It is time to focus on our Bible story. You ready to give us a preview?
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds
Okay.
good. Have you ever met someone and thought you knew what they were like, but then you discovered there was so much more to them than you realized? I know I have. People are always surprising me. It can be so easy for us to think that we know people without really getting to know them. One of Jesus' followers, named Peter, discovered that in a big way. Peter had been traveling around telling people about Jesus, but his focus was on the Jews. In his culture, he was not supposed to hang out and eat with Gentiles. That's non-Jewish people. In our story today, two people had a vision. One of them was a Roman centurion named Cornelius. A centurion is a commander of about 100 men in the Roman army back then. Cornelius was a Gentile, and he believed in God and wanted to know God. One day he had a vision, and an angel of God told him to send for a man named Peter in Joppa. Now, Peter also had an incredible vision. God showed him that because of what Jesus had done, all the things that divided Jews from Gentiles were ended. Peter no longer needed to worry about Jew versus Gentile. He could just tell everyone about Jesus and invite them to be saved by God's grace. Just after Peter's vision ended, the men sent by Cornelius showed up asking for him. Peter had to make a decision. Was he going to share God's love with the centurion like God wanted, or would he let his bias get in the way? A bias is an unfair prejudice against someone. Maybe it's because their skin is a different color from yours. Maybe it's because they look funny to you. Maybe they eat things you think are weird, or maybe they have a mental or a physical disability. There are lots of reasons we have biases against people, but Jesus came to save us all. He came to create a community of people who love God and each other without anything dividing us. To this day, all of us have biases. We might not always know we have them. We all tend to like people who are like us and be uncomfortable with people who are different from us. But Jesus was trying to teach Peter that in his kingdom, we are called to be united in the love of God. As you listen to today's story, ask yourself, what biases do I have? Have I ever been mean to someone or left someone out because they seem different? Do I love and share Jesus with everyone or just the people who are my friends? Our bottom line today is, knowing Jesus changes the way you see others. I wonder if Peter learned the lesson. I wonder if we will learn our lesson. This is a super important Bible story today, so I hope you're paying close attention. People with black and brown skin have often been mistreated in our nation, and we're talking a lot about those issues today. As followers of Jesus, we are called to lead the way to fight evil biases in ourselves and in our communities that might lead us to treat other people differently than we want to be treated ourselves. I hope we can all learn something from today's Bible story about what God wants, and I hope we choose to obey. And with that, Jessica, what's next?
Well, there is one more thing before we go. I already said that next month we will draw another name from the jar just like we did today, but we will have a different set of challenges
Will they still get to get their name in the drawing for the memory verse?
Of course, absolutely. And in addition to the memory verse, we are going to have Sunday Fun Days.
Ooh, Sunday Fun Days!
Yes, just like that, Sunday Fun Days, exactly. Each Sunday, we will be dressed in something fun, kind of like Spirit Week just on Sundays. If you at home play along and have your parent take your picture dressed in the Sunday Fun Day theme, then we will put your name in the jar.
Oh, sounds pretty cool. But how will they know what the theme is going to be?
Good question. I will post the Sunday Fun Day theme on our Harbor Cove Kids page in the middle of the week. And just in case you missed that, during the countdown of our video, I will give a shout out reminder at the 30-second mark.
Oh, I can't wait to find out what next week's theme will be. Sounds fun.
Well, I can give you a hint.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see what it is, but maybe you already know based on that hint. I'm not going to spoil it. Well, that's all the time we have for today, kids. Remember...
Jeremy, that's copyrighted. But we are out of time anyway. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.